It's
you know how to get to LAX.
I do know how to get to LA. It's Southwest. I knew the flight was going to delay. This is what they do.
Okay.
This is a bad. Okay,
so no, you're good. So if you leave at 6:05 now, what time do you board?
I'm checking right now. It's going to take you 14 minutes from our El Segundo studio.
5:35.
5:35.
You don't.
So you need to be out the door by 4:35. That's my rule of thumb.
Don't.
Everyone is worried except the guy that has to get on the airplane. Everyone's sweating bullets. Time now for a round of Bucket or Brick presented by Jack in the Box. Hey, Rui Hachimura with 29 points in Japan's latest Olympics tune-up game. Bucket or Brick, Rui will be the third highest scoring Laker next season. I love this question.
Do I can I actually just...
You can do whatever you want. Bucket or
What
brick.
do you mean, can you do what?
Brick.
Have you played this game before?
This is my first time on the show,
oh
on the podcast.
my gosh, I apologize.
So yeah, that's why I just threw the...
He's a quick learner.
Yeah,
okay, so bucket or brick. If you agree with my sentiment, you
I bricked
bucket it. If you disagree, you bucket it. Or brick it.
Yeah, I bricked it. That's why the bricks on the... Yeah, no, I disagree. I think AD, LeBron, and Austin Reeves will be...
Will
be the three leading scorers for the Lakers this upcoming season. Or finish the season as the leading scorers.
I'm going to brick it. Same mindset. Like, I think it's not going to be Rui. I think it's D'Lo again. I mean, what do the Lakers need? Obviously, we just talked about how they need a backup big with some beef. They also need some volume shooting, and that's what D'Lo provides. He's going to jack up 7 or 8 threes every game, make probably 3 of them, and everybody's happy. Yeah, so I think he's going to get a lot of points. I think he's again in a contract year, so he'll be hungry too. I think he's a third leading scorer.
Taking our conversation from the first half of the podcast to where we are now, KCP said the Nuggets had no gas and felt like the Lakers should have beaten them in the playoffs.
What?
Bucket or brick, the Lakers let the series slip through their fingers. He told Draymond on his podcast. Yeah. He obviously is in Orlando now.
Right.
So, KCP.
I'm going to brick it. Look, there were some really close calls there, but it just goes back to the fact that it was 4-1. And the Lakers, again, had to play an extra game in the play-in tournament. That one was pretty close too. I mean, good for them for winning on the road in New Orleans. But if Zion didn't get hurt in the last couple minutes, Lakers might have had to play another play-in tournament game. What I'm trying to say is maybe if it was 4-3, maybe you can even argue 4-2, but 4-1. KCP might be being generous to his old teammates, the Lakers, and not his old teammates, the Nuggets.
I'm also going to brick this. I'm fast learning right here. Yeah, I do agree. I mean, obviously with the 4-1 series, you can say, oh yeah. I mean, you look at the deficit or look at the scoring margin. It was
close games.
For 4-1. Yeah, they were very close games. There were also things that the Lakers just didn't do well enough in the first few games. Where I mean, yes, the Nuggets could have been gassed, could have been burnt from chasing the 1 seed and not getting it. At the same time, the Lakers, especially early on the series, they just didn't do enough to turn the series in their favor. I mean, yes, Jamal Murray hits 2 game winners. That changes the landscape of the series, but at the same time, there was other things the Lakers could have done much better on both ends of the floor, but especially offensively.
I'm preparing for our 4th bucket or brick, but before that, Paul George said he felt like he was on the B team during his time with the Clippers. Bucket or brick, Clips will always be LA's B team. This is really easy, guys.
Yeah, this is an absolute bucket. I'm guessing for both of us, Kobe's cocking back and doing a tomahawk over there. Yeah, I mean, sorry guys. You can move into a new stadium. You can get 3 All-Stars like they had with Kawhi, Paul George, and Harden. And, it's just not going to happen, guys. 17-0. Tough reality. Sorry.
I don't know the ins and outs of all of this, but this is the final bucket or brick. But I do have the latest that just came out.
Oh yeah, I tomahawked it.
Because if he would have bricked it, I would have
double windmill
in his 9 suitcases.
Yes.
just.
I love how you're trying to get Khobi out the door. And by the way, time check, it's 4:27. So your flight leaves at 5:55 or boards at 5:55?
Leaves.
Okay, I am someone, back to this, that I walk into the airport and I want to walk right onto the plane, okay? But with doing that, especially here in this city, the rule of thumb is...
Oh,
what?
It's delayed to 6:05, Trey? Oh, Khobi.
So that means
10 more minutes
it's
of the
been delayed
podcast for you, sir.
at 6
Oh, my flight's been delayed? Of course it is.
He doesn't
It's
even care. He doesn't even know.
No. I do care. But you know what?
Do
It's
you even know
Southwest.
how to get to LAX?
I do know how to get to LA. It's Southwest. I knew the flight was going to delay. This is what they do.
Okay.
This is a bad. Okay, my
So
bad.
no, you're good. So if you leave at 6:05 now, what time do you board?
I'm checking right now. It's going to take you 14 minutes from our El Segundo studio.
5:35.
5:35.
You don't.
So you need to be out the door by 4:35. That's my rule of thumb.
Don't.
Everyone is worried except the guy that has to get on the airplane. Everyone's sweating bullets.
I'm not worried.
Trainer's on flight tracker.
I appreciate the concern. I really do. It's gonna be okay.
Will you send us a selfie at the freaking concourse eating your?
And I'll send a selfie with California Pizza Kitchen in my hand.
As your flight is already up in the air, telling us that you're on the next flight.
We prefer a little Jack in the Box, but you know,
Yeah, we like Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box, that's fair.
Having said that,
producer Trainer is on the phone with a Southwest rep who will meet you at the curb, so you should you're fine. Yeah. And
Southwest is about to sponsor us. Okay, this is the last one.
yeah.
So for those of you that are in tune with the TV rights deal, which will take place not going into this upcoming season, but the following. As of yesterday, TNT matched the Amazon bid offer. But
Well, maybe.
Shenanigans.
it just came out. Here's the question, first and foremost. The NBA has rejected TNT's offer after they matched it for a new media rights deal, meaning this will likely be the last season of Inside the NBA on TNT. Before I say bucket or brick, TNT Sports statement on NBA media rights, their PR just put out. We have matched the Amazon offer as we have a contractual right to do and do not believe the NBA can reject it. So basically, they're going to sue the NBA.
Here we go.
So buckle up. It's spicy. Bucket or brick. There will never be another show like Inside. We actually could ask that question.
Go ahead, Coco.
Except our show.
Yeah, exactly. But they can't beat your show, so that's where it comes from.
I'm kidding.
No, it is going to be weird not having Inside just as like an institution.
Yeah.
But I can't lie to you. Like when I heard before the show, I went on Twitter and I saw, or X rather, and I went to, I think it was NBC's page, and they had like the advertisement for like NBA's back. And when it I was like, oh my gosh. I forgot
that part's cool.
I was like, oh my gosh.
You're too young to know that song.
No, I'm not, because that was also the song for NBA Jam. Thank you very much. Was it not?
Okay.
I'm pretty
You
sure.
know all those songs, but you don't know how to get to the airport on time. Gosh.
Who
is this guy?
On time to the airport is a relative term. Thank you very much.
Touche. And I'm usually in your corner.
Yeah, you
I don't
usually
like
are.
sitting there.
I feel like you're so concerned for me. I promise you. Actually, I will say LAX has been the best airport for me. It's other airports I've
Knock
had
on wood.
No one has ever said that
find wood
ever.
and knock really hard.
This is brick, but we'll.
Brick.
I grew up out here, and no one has ever said LAX is my favorite airport. Is that what you just said?
No, I
basically?
said it's been good to me. I've had worse luck at other airports.
Okay.
It's not my favorite, but
They're making moves to fix it,
The
which I
traffic
appreciate.
at LAX is worse than dry turkey on Thanksgiving.
that's why.
Guys, are you bucketing or bricking so we can get this guy on the road?
This is actually a great question by producer Jordan. I assume he did these. I'm gonna. What was the question?
Yeah, there will
again?
never be a show, another show like Inside.
I'm gonna brick it. And here's
What
why.
show are you watching?
When people ask me my two favorite pre and post game shows, absolutely TNT basketball is on it. But I also like the ESPN morning college football guys. Lee Corso, Kirk Herbstreit. I
College
think a
Game
couple
Day?
of those guys, College Game Day.
Yeah.
Desmond Howard. I mean, those guys crack me up. You know, here's the thing. I love college football. I bleed college football. Always have, always will. So to me, it's a two-way tie for first. So, you know, when ESPN, when Lee Corso retires, which is probably in the next year or two, I'll be sad. But I'm actually really sad if TNT does indeed go away. It's, God, I love those guys. And all the people around
so
it, too.
funny.
We, you know, get to know some of the directors, some of the producers, some of the PR people over the years. They'll be missed if indeed this is their last year. No doubt about it.
Khobi, one more question. Did you tell anyone that your flight was at
4:32
5:55, or
p.m.
did you show up here with 9 suitcases and everyone was like, where are you going? You're like, oh, I have a flight in an hour.
The latter.
We could have moved the podcast up for you, sir.
I'm not that special. It's not.
Yeah,
Dude.
I was like messing around in the
You're
makeup
about to be
room. I
special
was
when you
like,
miss this flight.
You know, you actually made that laugh. This is first spot hazing. You don't speak it into existence. Don't speak it into existence.
No, I think you're going to make it, but you're going to be sweating bullets. You're going to be eating your food on the plane, and half of your luggage is going to make it to Chicago.
That's how I prefer. I prefer to be sweating as I go onto the plane.
Sick.
And make everyone else around me uncomfortable. I'm
Rude.
joking.
I hope you got a middle seat too.
People are going to hear this podcast hear me on this podcast, but they're going to have the worst impression of me.
Jerk.
But I'm
actually,
okay with that.
And Khobi's a very, very good addition to our shows, Allie. It's our first year with you on our shows. You've been awesome.
I appreciate it.
How long are you
deserve a
going
nice
for?
vacation. And
Just
with
a
your
little
11
week.
bags.
So are you driving or are you Ubering?
Ubering.
From here?
Did Trainer order your Uber so it's outside for you?
Jordan, Trainer. No, we're a little nervous in here.
How's the flight tracker?
Because, it's Southwest. My flight's going to get delayed till 8:05 anyway.
6:05 still?
Still
You got a 10-minute
6:05.
delay.
Yeah, well,
so
that's surprising.
So we should probably keep Khobi here for another 10 minutes since he's getting 10 minutes extra
I'm getting a 10-minute
on the jetway there.
Do you have something else you would like to talk about? Because all I can think about is him running to his gate.
I would run to my gate regardless.
Khobi, bring us through your
Why?
history. What made you want to become a journalist? Like,
Yeah, we
was
definitely
it
need an
high
update.
school or college?
Also, I'm going to send you a picture of me in front of the gate. And
Please
so
do.
you guys can all relax, all take it.
How's the
Actually,
control
the
room?
second
Are
you
they
leave this
freaking out
building,
too?
I won't worry about it.
You won't worry about it, yeah.
It's out of my hands, but I'll feel really bad if you miss
Jordan,
it.
producer Jordan, are you under control in there? You've had a good podcast so far. Is everyone okay in there? Okay, good.
Beautiful.
Are you?
Maybe it's just you and me, Allie. Nacho, are you feeling the heat? No, Nacho's like, I don't even know what he's doing.
Nacho doesn't like jelly.
What?
That's a fair statement. We'll end the podcast with this. Are you an Uncrustable guy?
No, because I'm allergic to peanut butter.
Oh, you have a nut allergy too?
I have a peanut butter allergy. No, just
No.
peanut
You
butter
have a nut
allergy.
allergy too that doesn't like to get to the airport on time. My God, traveling with 9 suitcases.
We have learned a lot about you today, Khobi.
You've learned more about me today than the previous 4 shows I've been on.
Yeah,
So
this is
what
amazing.
Podcast
peanut
format.
butter can you eat? Version of peanut butter.
I eat almond butter. Well, I haven't had almond butter in a while, but that's my substitute. I will eat almond butter.
The almond butter from Lazy Acres that's
Ooh.
dry roasted with cinnamon.
Ooh, hold on a sec.
Wait, Lazy
gonna write
Acres.
this down.
Homemade.
Whoa.
Homemade. Lazy Acres is in the opposite direction of LAX. So
Oh,
when
please.
you come back,
Okay, when I come back, all right.
we'll tell you about it.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I need to, wait, laser. All right.
Okay, they do have
With cinnamon, you
Uncrustables,
said?
I believe, with almond butter.
They do?
Do they? No, it's the hazelnut butter. I don't know. Are you grape or strawberry? That's my point.
I'm getting converted to strawberry, but I've always been a grape guy.
Have you two ever had Gooper grape? know what it is?
Oh, yes.
So good. It's
Can
the
they
grape,
sponsor
the
me?
grape jam and the peanut
jelly
butter
all in the jar?
all in one jar.
Goobers.
Yeah, you get the peanut butter and the
And you
jelly
basically
in
just
one
take a
jar.
spoon and you just eat it. It's without the calories.
It got me
without
through
the carbs.
college.
See,
That
like
and ramen,
the thing with all is what peanut butter.
peanut butter and grape jam. Yeah.
So like peanut butter, when I've had it before, it tastes like toxic to me because of the allergies so bad. Like when I taste it, I immediately is like, oh, this is like
Not
going
good.
against my body. Like my body's just like
You're
rejecting it.
allergic to it.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like people are like, oh, peanut butter is so great. It's like to me, like I know what it tastes like, but it's also it makes me go, like scrunch my face. Like
I used to sit in my dorm room in college and eat dip Cheez-Its in peanut butter. I say all that to say, Nacho said when I asked him, are you grape or strawberry? He said, I don't like jelly.
Nacho, why do you hate fun? What's wrong with you?
so would you?
What do you like? Orange marmalade?
Marmalade?
What's,
I was just going to say marmalade. Apple butter?
Are you like an 89-year-old woman?
Apple
like,
butter.
what's-
We got to wrap
That's
this
right.
up
I mean,
because you have to
Jesus.
get to a flight, my
Orange
friend.
marmalade?
Khobi, it has been great seeing you and your 9 suitcases, and I wish you so much
It has been a blast.
So
This
much
has been fun.
goodness on your way to the airport.
Maybe I'll grab some almond. I'll make him run over there.
Do not have an emergency landing in like Albuquerque. Do not do it.
Will he make it? Tune in next week on the Lakeshow podcast.
If I don't ever
we will
come back
discuss.
on this show, that probably means I missed my
We'll know
flight.
why.
And I just got lost somewhere.
Doesn't mean you can't
wait.
come back if you miss your
Well,
flight,
maybe I
dude.
just got lost. Just couldn't.
I just heard AJ will pay for your ticket change if you're late. So I just heard that
Well,
from the
I'm
from
not
the room.
moving it
The
on.
lesson we learned here is communicate, and people would be able to help you out. And we would do the Lakeshow podcast a little bit earlier.
It's all good. It's all good.
He seems so calm. I love it.
It's all good.
All right.
This is
Order Uber,
Nacho
my
hates
friend.
jelly
Thanks to
and
you for
fun.
listening to the Lakeshow podcast, presented by Jack in the Box. If you like what you hear, leave a rating and review on your favorite podcast app. We want to hear from you. Send us your questions. Hit us up on X at Allie Clifton, at Mike_Bresnahan, and at Khobi_Price. Follow his flight tracker. Until next week.
God,
At
an
Gator
hour
Tree.
18 to get there.